Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of this week's newsletter with myself, Laurence. And here, what I thought would be a little bit different this week. We get so obsessed with, sometimes for a lot of people, positions in the swing. And again, this is playing particular reference to one. But where does it start? We always say it starts from the setup, which well and truly 99% of golf club, if you nail in the setup, you're pretty much there with how the general sort of DNA and your blueprint of your swing will work. Now with this chat, it was about creating less use of the hands, we'll call it, and at the same time trying to create a dynamic loft which was slightly less, and also they were the sort of two club features, but in terms of the body, just to aid a little bit more rotation. So everything links, because this player's body tends to stall or stop at impact, so his hands tend to take over. So what you see in the left-hand image is a fairly decent strike, but strikes can still be a little bit inconsistent. But you can see obviously how much the club head has travelled past the handle, and where the hands are in relation to the body. Now, if we just have a little look at the image here on the right-hand side, you can clearly see we've got a black yoga block. So for those of you that see me, I use this quite a lot, and this purely just educates angle of attack, but educates so much more in so many different ways. So again, much better with the dynamic loft of the golf club, much squarer with the club shaft, or much straighter, I should say, if I just do a proper line there. Also, we see similar traits in the leg stroke, so we see a bit more lean. Chest covering the golf ball, or certainly just past impacts. But you can see the chest here, if I take away all those lines, the chest is definitely just starting to open up a little bit more versus get a little bit more tilty over here. So what the downward bit of the club does, working down here towards the golf ball, allows the body to get in a bit more of a rotated position, almost getting out of the way. But if we just peel the video back, you'll see the angle of that shaft has not really changed, and how it's worked down the block, as opposed to one over here. Brings this point here, you can already see the hands wanting to work a little bit too early and too much, versus the driven one here. Now I can totally understand that the image on the right hand side, we were purely trying to hit this, let's call a 50, 60, 70 yard type shot. We're trying to hit this ball as low as we possibly can do. But by the time we came actually to hit the full shots again, the ball was having a much more desirable effect, and the strike improved significantly. So it might be the back end of summer for a lot of you. Some of you have started your winter project, already starting to reflect on the season, how the season's gone, and to see how things can progress through these coming months. So please do give myself a call, Laurence, to get everything going, ready for your forthcoming winter season, and make 2026 and 2025, certainly the back end of it, your best year yet. Look forward to hearing from you.